Well, Grand Junction, I mean, if you look outside, we have 300 days a year of sunshine. And I'm Marie Shirley at Monument Baptist Church in Grand Junction, Colorado. Very outdoorsy. I mean, we do biking, we do hiking, we do motocross, we do running. I mean, everything is outdoors. All the ball fields in town are used. The schools will not allow most sports, whether it's basketball, volleyball, to use their facilities in the summertime. The schools are pretty much locked down or for school use. And so we say, you know, we've got a gym. You guys want to come use a gym? Well, they'll say, how much does it cost? And we go, nothing. Nothing? And I said, just clean up after yourself, pretend like it's yours. Finding out what your community needs and what might reach, not even need, that helps, but how might you benefit your community? So whatever you've got, use it. If you've got a gym, to use it just for the church, I mean, honestly, what good is that for the kingdom of God? Especially if the kingdom of God is bigger than we are, which it is. And our mandate is to go and make disciples, and as we're going, make disciples. It's an avenue for reaching into people's lives. And this is just a luxury, this is a blessing. But you've got to have the mission first, that Christ came to meet people where they were, and he expects his church to do the same thing. She's our deaf coordinator. Her name's Robin Stepanek. She grew up in this church, and she just fell in love with the deaf ministry. We have 3 interpreters that switch off throughout the service. Church members said, well, I would like to learn that. You know, how can I learn? And so have taught several classes on Wednesday nights. I think close to 200 people have gone through ASL training on Wednesday nights. I'll say 500 people from the deaf community that have been touched by the ministry at Monument. That passion, it's kind of like the ball field and, you know, the gym and stuff. People saw a need, God gave them a passion for it, and they've turned it into a ministry. It was a really dark musical called Evita. And we walked in, we had a live band, and the guitar player was the daughter of one of the pastors up in Mesa. And she said, what are you doing here? And I said, well, we're part of the cast. And I said, what are you doing here? And she said, well, I'm part of the band. I'm going to play guitar. And she looked over at me and she said, well, I'm just really surprised that you're here. And I said, well, why? And she said, this is one of the darkest places in this valley. She said, as far as I know, I'm the only person who's a believer that is in this group of between 400 and thousands. You know, the Lord just kind of lit a fire under us, and we have been trying to be Christ to the theater community. Some people don't believe that this is a real ministry, that you can minister to people through sports or through theater, or I don't believe that at all. I believe that God gives you what he gives you, and you either use it for his glory or you don't. If there's a program or there's something in your community that you see as being valid, why don't you join in with them and be a part of the community? Jesus met us where we were. I mean, at our lowest or at our highest, I mean, he offers himself to us, and he comes to us and basically says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but by me. And so he says, I'm here. Do you want me? And if we're following his example, then we've got to do what he did. And he went into the world, and he went into his community, and he was authentic, he was transparent, and he was loving, and he met them right where they are. And that's the job of the church, to do that. That's why it's so important.